The courtroom drama just took a wild turn, and now music mogul Scooter Braun is being dragged into the spotlight by none other than Blake Lively. Blake Lively is preparing to subpoena Scooter Braun, escalating her legal battle in the wake of Justin Baldoni's massive countersuit being thrown out by the court. Sources confirm that both Braun and his K-pop conglomerate Hybe are expected to be served with subpoenas on Thursday, June 12th. This move was first reported by Deadline, with official notice sent to Hybe on Tuesday, June 10th. But this isn't just about Braun, it's about crisis PR manager Melissa Nathan, who was previously named as a co-defendant in Lively's lawsuit against Baldoni. Lively's legal team is now demanding documentation about Nathan's role and her work tied to the It Ends With Us actor-director Justin Baldoni, who's now 41. And just when you thought the $400 million firestorm was over, Lively's side is coming back swinging, aiming not just for justice, but for damages, attorneys' fees, and maybe even a little payback. This legal shakeup comes just 2 days after a judge dismissed Baldoni's eye-popping $400 million countersuit, a case he had filed against Lively, her husband Ryan Reynolds, their longtime publicist Leslie Sloan, and even the New York Times. In a bold statement, Lively's lawyers, Ezra Hudson and Mike Gottlieb, called the dismissal a total victory and a complete vindication for their client, and everyone dragged into what they described as a retaliatory lawsuit. Meanwhile, Scooter Braun, 43, is no stranger to controversy. He's been locked in long-standing legal disputes with Taylor Swift, Blake's close friend, over control of her music masters, a battle Swift recently claimed a major win in, regaining ownership in late May. Swift, 35, was initially subpoenaed in the Lively vs. Wayfarer Studios case, but that request was quietly withdrawn by Baldoni's team last month. What about Swift and Lively's friendship, where Lively and Swift reportedly stand after Justin Baldoni lawsuit gets tossed? She made a really deep cut. After a judge dismissed Justin Baldoni's $400 million countersuit against Blake Lively on Monday, an insider divulged that the actress's friendship with Taylor Swift still faces an uncertain future. Although it was great news for Blake, she hasn't rekindled her friendship with Taylor yet. Taylor has not been in touch with Blake and still does not want to discuss anything to do with the lawsuit. The insider told the outlet that the Gossip Girl alum, 37, is hopeful that she and the Blank Space songstress, 35, will rekindle their friendship. However, as of now, there is still distance between the former BFFs, the source added. Lively's high-profile friendship with the pop star hit a rough patch amid the actress's legal battle with her It Ends With Us co-star and director, Justin Baldoni, alleging sexual harassment and retaliation. In January, Baldoni hit back with his explosive countersuit, accusing the Another Simple Favor star of defamation and extortion. While dragging Swift into the drama, Baldoni's legal team accused Lively of weaponizing her friendship with the singer in an attempt to take over control of the movies. Production. In May, the actor's attorney Brian Friedman subpoenaed the Cruel Summer songstress as a witness in the upcoming trial, which is set for March 2026. They also claimed that Lively demanded that Swift delete their private texts, as well as issue a public statement in support of Lively, allegations Lively's legal team has strenuously denied. We unequivocally deny all of these so-called allegations, which are cowardly sourced to supposed anonymous sources and completely untethered from reality. But a rep for Swift, meanwhile, distanced the pop star from It Ends With Us and the surrounding legal drama. Taylor Swift never set foot on the set of this movie. She was not involved in any casting or creative decisions. She did not score the film. She never saw an edit or made any notes on the film. She did not even see It Ends With Us until weeks after its public release, and was traveling around the globe during 2023 and 2024, headlining the biggest tour in history. Also, another celeb has popped up in the story. Julia Fox has entered the chat. The Uncut Gems actress made it crystal clear whose side she's on in the ongoing legal war between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, tied to their 2024 film, It Ends With Us. Speaking to the Daily Mail at the Tribeca Film Festival, just hours after the judge tossed out Baldoni's $400 million lawsuit, Fox said, "I was thrilled to hear the news about Blake Lively because I support women, period." And she didn't stop there. "I support women when they're right. I support women when they're wrong. When they're likable, unlikable, relatable, or completely different from me. I still support them," Fox said, adding, "And yes, I'm supporting Blake. Julia's not mincing words, and she just publicly vowed to never work with Justin Baldoni. That's a Hollywood statement with real consequences. Fox, 35, revealed she relates to what Blake is going through, not just as a fellow actress, but as someone who has also felt the sting of the internet's cruelty. People have treated her in such an inhumane way, Fox said. I've been there. I know what it feels like when the entire internet seems to turn on you. Even if Blake's allegations are eventually proven unfounded, Fox believes the backlash against her has been wildly out of proportion. The punishment women face always seems bigger than the actual crime. And we don't even know if a crime happened here, she said. I just wish people would stay quiet until the truth comes out, instead of piling on with guesses and gossip. Although she doesn't know Lively personally, Fox had a heartfelt message for her. It might feel like the world is against you right now, but you're not alone. There are people cheering you on from the sidelines. Reflecting on her own struggles with online hate, viral clickbait, and relentless trolling, Fox said the experience is isolating and deeply humiliating. As a woman, one wrong move, and you're immediately hit with shame, judgment, and public punishment, she explained. It's exhausting, and it's not fair. Let's rewind for context. Back in December, Lively, 37, filed a lawsuit accusing Baldoni of sexual harassment on the set of It Ends With Us. Baldoni, 41, denied the claims and responded in January with a $400 million countersuit for defamation, extortion, and other allegations, naming not just Lively, but also Ryan Reynolds and their longtime publicist Leslie Sloan. Then, this week, Judge Louis J. Lyman dismissed Baldoni's entire case, including a $250 million libel suit against The New York Times. The judge ruled that Baldoni's team failed to show that Reynolds, Sloan, or The Times knowingly made false claims or had reason to doubt their truthfulness, which is a requirement under defamation law. Still, the legal battle isn't over. The judge is giving Baldoni's team until June 23rd to revise and refile specific claims, including breach of contract and interference with business relationships. As it stands, the trial between Lively and Baldoni is set for March 2026. Leave in the comments what you think. Is Lively on the right side, or it is Baldoni?